Okay, my dudes, guess what the F we're filming today? It's my August TBR. I was semi-successful in July. I read 50% of the books on my TBR, which I wish I read 100% of the books on my TBR, but the first half of the month was really good. It was a really good reading month for me, and the second half I just kind of fell into a bit of a slump. I did end up reading 7 books, and I still have a few days left of July, so I could still finish a few more. But I've read 7 books so far this month, which is good, but only 3 of them were on my physical TBR. The books I read off my TBR last month were Juniper Hill, One by One, and Love Redesigned, and the books I didn't read are Ruthless Vows, Six of Crows, and Gallant, so the 3 fantasy books that I chose. But that's okay. I'm gonna pick 6 again because I felt like 6 was a good number. So I'm just gonna go and get the jar and then we'll begin. Okay, prompt 1. Prompt 1 is a book that matches the current season. It's summer, so let's try and find a summer read. I'm guessing it's gonna be a romance. Okay, I've picked out a few options and I've actually realised that I'm only confident that one of them is actually set in summer. So I'm just gonna quickly Google to see if I can figure this out. Okay, I feel like I'm just looking at the covers and thinking that looks like summer. So I'm going to go through the ones that I don't know if are set in summer first. So we have The Rulebook by Sarah Adams. To me that screams summer. I don't know if it's actually set in summer or not, but it's a football romance. Then I also have Hopeless by Elsie Silver, which is the final book in the Chestnut Spring series. Again, I have no idea if this is set in summer or not. Then I have Funny Story by Emily Henry. This is giving summer to me. They're like drinking cocktails by the sea. May 1st. Is May summer? Okay, we have dates in this book. I see May, June, August. Okay, this book is set in summer. And then I also have Wildfire by Hannah Grace. And I know, this is the one that I know is set in summer because it's based at a summer camp. So this one is definitely summer. But I think I'm going to choose Funny Story by Emily Henry, which is Emily Henry's newest release. I think it's fake dating between, I think the female main character's ex and the male main character's ex get together, and then the exes pretend to be dating to go to their wedding, I think. So yes, Funny Story is going to be the first book on this month's TBR. Prompt 2. I'm going to choose this one. Read a 300-page book. Read a 300-page book. I'm going to find a book that's as close to 300 pages as possible. Okay, I've found 3 books, all of which are pretty close to 300 pages. So first we have Night Shift by Annie Crown, which is 318 pages. Then we have By the Book by Jasmine Guillory, which is 309 pages. And then we have Before We Were Strangers by Renee Carlino, which is 308 pages. So 1 page closer than By the Book. So I think we're going to go for Before We Were Strangers. I did not expect to read this book at all this month. This is off Soph from Tiny Own Universe for my birthday. I honestly have no clue what this is apart from that it is a second chance romance, I'm pretty sure. So yes, but a nice short book to get on the TBR, which is good. Okay, prompt 3. For prompt 3 we just have a popular book. Okay, I've picked out 2 options for this one. So we have Beartown by Frederick Backman, which is currently very popular. It's set in like a small snowy town, and I think there is a mystery element to it, and I've just heard really good things. This is actually the first in a series. I've heard incredible things about it, so this is very popular at the moment. And then we also have When the Moon Hatched by Sarah A. Parker. This is all over my BookTok feed at the moment, and I really want to read it so bad, and it is very popular. This is a big commitment. I think I'm going to choose When the Moon Hatched. Yeah. Okay, prompt 4. Damn, I could have chose When the Moon Hatched for this one. We have a book with a black or white cover. I have two options for this one as well. So first we have Reckless by Lauren Roberts, which is the new book in the Powerless series. This one is black and red, and I kind of want to continue this series. I didn't love Powerless, but I have heard that the writing gets so much better in this one, so I do want to read that one. And then I also have Gold by Raven Kennedy, which is white and gold, and also black. I feel like this one fits a bit more because it's white and black. This is the 5th book, I think, in the Plated Prisoner series, which is basically a fantasy romance series that follows a girl called Auron who is gold. Yeah. This book is huge, is my only thing, and When the Moon Hatched is also a big book. This one is almost 700 pages. So I feel like I'm going to go for Reckless. My battery's flashing. Hold on. My battery always dies while I'm filming these videos, but I am going to go for Reckless just because it's a little bit shorter, and yeah, I'm going to choose Reckless. Okay, prompt number 5, so we only have 2 left. Oh, okay. We have a book that will finish a series. I know what I'm going to choose here. I could have chose Reckless for this one, but I can also choose Hopeless by Elsie Silver. This will finish out the Chestnut Spring series, like I said earlier, so that one is definitely getting chosen for my TBR. I'm not gonna lie, I've heard really bad things about this one. Everyone I've heard talk about this says it's the least favourite in the series, so I'm a bit scared for that, but nevertheless I do want to finish out the series, and maybe my opinion will be different. Okay, final prompt for August. I have Flowers on the cover. Okay, I made this decision solely based on the fact that I have 3 romances and 2 fantasy books on my TBR, and I wanted a thriller or a mystery, so I picked Daisy Darker by Alice Feeney, which has a daisy on the front. Shock horror. It says Daisy Darker is arriving at her grandmother's house for her 80th birthday. It's Halloween, and Seaglass, the crumbling Cornish house perched upon its own tiny private island, is at one with the granite rocks it sits on. So it's like a remote location thriller, which I love every single one of those that I read, so definitely going to put that one on my TBR. Okay, so I'm going to go through my TBR again now. So for a book with flowers on the cover, we have Daisy Darker. A book that will finish a series, we have Hopeless. A book with a black or white cover, we have Reckless. A popular book, we have When the Moon Hatched. A 300-page book, we have Before We Were Strangers. And then a book that matches the current season is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I'm quite happy with this TBR. I'm hoping I will actually get through more than 50% of it this month, unlike all the other months that I've been doing this. We'll see, we'll find out at the end of August. But yes, thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.